JB from Oz. This is just a really quick workshop update. I've been working tonight on getting the Rongfu moved into its spot, and that leaves me with toolboxes out further. The lathe, which I'm still working on the electrics, so I'm going to keep that out accessible for the moment. But essentially the lathe will end up down here, essentially level with this bulkhead with a bit of storage in behind it for stuff I want to keep but I don't need access to. So it's going to be fairly tight quarters. Obviously this hand wheel and stuff is pretty close, but needs must in a small workshop. Next I'll be lifting the head, fitting on the Truline 88, and then we'll be able to do some of the alignment tests that people have been asking for. This evening I made a couple of screws for this cover for the motor. I haven't yet slotted them, but essentially I mounted those up in the ER collet. Again, the M&G Productions ER32 mag chuck, ER32 collet chuck performed extremely well. This time I used a 7mm collet, and yeah, very happy with the outcome. Just a couple of quick jobs, nothing fancy, but really hard to do if you don't have a workshop. So, as a number of people have pointed out, lighting, also important. So the goal with this overhead light here is it'll be right over the top of the lathe, so I should get a good view, and I'll probably end up with some ring lighting underneath the spindle here, so that the work is illuminated as well. Possibly another overhead light here as well, but we'll just have to sort of fiddle it out as we go. Thanks heaps for all the encouragement. Thanks heaps to Felix and Alex from MagPro. Again, there's no sponsorship or anything there, but they've just been really helpful. I got a D-size, or I got a set of 6 parallels. One of them was a little bit wonky, the screw didn't tighten up, and they're replacing that free of charge, so that's all really helpful when you're trying to get a decent set of stuff. And as I say, the run out on this chuck, really awesome stuff. So if you haven't used them, give it a go. And next, I think, as far as wiring goes, I want to get these switches. We've got a power on, a jog button, speed for the VFD, emergency stop. These are for later, once I wire up the once I wire up the steppers. The other thing I did today, I tightened the gib up on the cross slide, and I was able to do up the gib probably 4.5 turns. So I think that may have allowed a little bit of vibration and chatter and slop in the cross slide when I was doing those other jobs. Certainly there was nothing like that when I was doing these little screws, but they were just little mild seal screws. Coming up in close on them. They're essentially a dome head cheese screw, so I've shaped them up and then I'll just slot the head when I've got a moment. Put the cover back on so all the gears are protected. I have to think about how to reduce noise generally a little bit. I had a few complaints from the missus that there was a lot of high-pitched squealing coming, so lack of vibration is probably going to be a big thing. Oh, I fitted up the chip tray on the back as well, and there's also Perspex guard for over the chuck, which might help with some of the airborne chips. I don't know, what are your thoughts? It mounts on this corner here, and just it's a fold in, fold out kind of arrangement. More hassle than it's worth, or is all chip control helpful? Ideally the thought would be that it's keeping chips contained, generally speaking, within the lathe a bit better. Once again, thanks heaps for watching. Thanks for all your support. Nearly at 900 subscribers, which is an absolute blow-away. Thanks heaps to all my new subscribers, and to all of my old subscribers too. Hey, I mean, you guys have made it be fun to share this project. I'm out in the workshop by myself, so obviously getting a lot of help from people like Bruce and my old man and Troy and Adam and Emma, and encouragement in that way. But at the end of the day, sharing it out to the YouTube community is also a big part of why I do it. So I really appreciate everybody. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.